Alright, I've done a whole bunch of She-Ra reviews, but I've never really stopped to discuss Loo-Kee. So, let's talk about Loo-Kee for a spell, before we discuss his most prominent appearance on the show. Loo-Kee was originally, more or less, a gimmick character for the show. If you've watched any She-Ra episodes, you've seen Loo-Kee somewhere in the episode, since that was the whole gimmick with him, since he was always hiding in the background of the episode. Loo-Kee also carried on the tradition started in He-Man, which was the moral segment. In other words, Loo-Kee was the character who delivered the moral segments at the end of She-Ra episodes. This was a bit of a departure from He-Man, since Loo-Kee became basically a character geared specifically for these segments, and also, Loo-Kee would also give you one last chance to spot him at the end of the episode. The way these moral segments were different from He-Man was that any of the characters would potentially deliver them, and there wasn't just one character who did it.
Drugs don't make your problems go away. They just create more.
However, it was probably inevitable that Loo-Kee would eventually graduate from being just the token gag character into an actual one. There were only a couple of episodes where Loo-Kee was an actual character, but my favorite is obviously Loo-Kee Lends a Hand from Season 1 of She-Ra. The episode actually starts with a completely unrelated action scene of She-Ra and Frosta kicking ass. Kinda unrelated, but awesome nevertheless, especially since we get to see Frosta. Well, after being defeated, Hordax receives a package from Horde World which contains Parthax, a material which he uses on a time-stopping device. Shadow Weaver sneaks the machine onto Glimmer's carriage while she's getting supplies, and then she carries it off to the Whispering Woods and the Rebel camp, where it goes off. It's at this point that Loo-Kee makes his appearance, notices everyone is frozen, and is then brought to the Crystal Castle by Lighthope. Lighthope then reveals Adora is She-Ra to Loo-Kee and sends him off to Eternia to look for He-Man. But he first winds up at Snake Mountain, because Lighthope's magic is also affected by the Time Stopper. Luckily, Skeletor's about to open a gate to the Royal Palace, so Loo-Kee trips up Skelly and makes it over to find Prince Adam. Loo-Kee explains the situation to Adam, and they, along with Orko, go seek the Sorceress for help. The Sorceress then reveals the reason Loo-Kee wasn't affected by the machine is because he's magic, and He-Man can also stay unfrozen just as long as he keeps hold of his sword. Then the trio return to Etheria, free Adora so she can become She-Ra, and the two of them then move the Time Stopper. However, doing so begins to shake up the planet, so finally He-Man and She-Ra destroy the machine together. Then She-Ra boots the machine back to the Fright Zone, and Mantenna accidentally fixes it, causing time to slow down. It's probably very easy to see why I love this episode. For one, it's another He-Man crossover episode, but what I also get out of it is that Loo-Kee is represented as being a bit of a wild card character. I mean, without much ceremony, he's revealed He-Man and She-Ra's secret identities. Also, I just love how Skeletor assumes that Loo-Kee is one of Beastman's creatures. I mean, sure, he never actually has a good look at Loo-Kee, but it would be kinda weird if Beastman ever had a pet like Loo-Kee. The finale is pretty awesome, with Etheria nearly getting shaken apart, and the ending gag with Mantenna is pretty funny too. I also love that Orko and Loo-Kee apparently took the time to put a pillow up a tree just so Madame Raz wouldn't hurt herself. Oh yeah, and Imp turns into a Loudhorn at the beginning. Loo-Kee's second full-fledged appearance was in Loo-Kee Sweetie, where we're revealed that there's a whole race of creatures similar to him. But despite the title, not only does Loo-Kee not really get a girlfriend in this episode, it's really unmemorable middle muddle from She-Ra, which I mostly remember for Adora trying to eat the world's largest hot dog at the start. Like, goddamn. But anyway, that was Loo-Kee's star feature. Until next time, I have the power, so can you.